I've had issues with eating and my weight and physical activity since I was a teenager. Um, Growing up in an alcoholic home, I didn't have a lot of control or certainty, and so I turned to food for comfort. And my weight just slowly crept up year after year until it peaked my first year of college. And I'm telling you, I've just never been very physically active. I was pretty much a klutz all my life, so never was involved in any kind of team sports or activity, and that just caught up with me as I got older. So at age 20, I knew I needed to do something physically. I wasn't happy with how I looked or how I felt. So I started running, and it was something I could do by myself. There was no fear of judgment. Um, so I hated it for about a year, and but I just did it. Um, and I was living with my sister at the time who was doing Weight Watchers. So I started to learn a little bit about nutrition, and I did lose some weight, but never to the extent that I wanted to or desired. I got married, had three babies, and your body changes with pregnancy. And I continued to run, and I even taught some aerobics classes in the 80s, and just tried whatever I could to feel good about myself. But I continued with my emotional eating, and my body changed. As I approached my 40s, I just became resigned to being fluffy. And as I looked forward to menopause, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to be confined to this body that I'm not really happy with. So then my body started betraying me. I had issues with my hip, my sacral iliac joint after my third pregnancy. My back would go out, if you will, a couple times a year. My knee started hurting, and I just attributed it to my running all this time. And I just didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to be able to maintain my activity. My job is very physical, so um, I knew I needed to get help. So I did go to a physical therapist who told me my core was very weak, and I needed to work on strengthening my glutes. So I did go to a gym, and that was very intimidating to me. I never felt comfortable, trying to use any gym equipment. And so I hired a trainer, which was very expensive. And he did help me get comfortable using weights and being in a gym with guys, and um, I lost a little bit of weight again, but I just never felt good in my body. And so we moved to a whole new city. I just joined a gym. I just did kind of a little bit of core work, a little bit of weights, a little bit of yoga. I was walking now because I didn't feel like I could run with my knee. And my emotional eating just continued. I just never found a solution. It was like an age-old problem that never got solved. And then enter Beachbody. And I have to say, I just wish I would have found it earlier, because Beachbody has totally been the solution I was looking for all these years, and been the answer to so many problems that I've had. So I started with the workouts right away, and the portion fix containers. And I thought I knew about nutrition, but I discovered I really didn't know. Even though I'm a healthcare professional, and had become a vegetarian, there was still a lot about portion control and the food groups that I didn't know about. So that whole learning curve just skyrocketed. And then as I did each workout and completed, as I started and completed and took measurements and photos so I could see the progress. See, I'd never done that before, and just didn't focus on the scale. That was a life changer for me. So I let me just look at my notes here. I love working out in my home. I don't have to pack for the gym. I don't have to get in a car, drive to the gym, figure out what I need to bring for work. And that has been a life changer, because who was watching me? My husband. And my husband's also a healthcare professional, and he knew he needed to be working out. He's known it for a couple years that he needed to be active, but he just didn't know how he could fit it in his life. And as I worked out and as I changed my habits every day working out, he saw that, and he, after a couple months, joined me and is still working out, and actually now just changed his diet, which like is a miracle. It's a miracle. I'm just saying. So I love working out at home, and I love the workouts. There is such a variety, and I like change. So I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. And there are over 800 workouts to choose from, different trainers. I'm very impressed with the trainers and the instructions they give, because that was another thing. You know, when I did my own stuff at the gym, I didn't know anything about form and how important it is to maintain good form when you're lifting weights. And they stress that so much more than how much you're lifting. It's that you have good functional form. And I love that you're working your whole body, your core. You do aerobics, you do yoga, so you do stretching, and you do strength training. So it's everything all in one, at your fingertips. And the eating, the nutritional programs that I have done are so wise from a healthcare perspective. It's just smart eating, and it's sustainable, and it's something that you can live with because you're not depriving yourself. You're not on a special formula. You don't get things sent to you, prepackaged food. You are eating real food. So, you can go to someone's house for dinner and you can figure out what to eat, or you can go to a party. You can go to a function and eat and partake and enjoy. So that's been so freeing for me, to know that I can use this the rest of my life. I am freed from needing to stuff my face for comfort. And I eat for fuel and not, I don't use food to comfort. And being an introvert and knowing that being part of a community is important for your well-being, that's been a hard thing for me because I hadn't figured out how to make community a part of my busy life. And I don't like to go to meetings. I don't like to go to gym classes. I just am a homebody. But I can meet my community and my team online, and when it works for me. And so that has been just a gift of support, encouragement, and accountability on my terms, and when it works for me and my schedule. So that's been great. And my results, I've lost over 25 pounds and I've kept it off. I feel better in my skin. I feel so much more confident and better about myself. I have more energy. I'm sleeping better. I had belly issues before. That's all gone unless I overindulge. And then that's God's reminder to me that I need to get back on track. And, even my arms are toned for someone who's approaching her 60s. Like, this is a miracle. So I believe in so much in this health and fitness program that I became a coach. And I have to say that has been also a gift to me. I, I want to help other women find the solution that is so doable. And so I reach out to people, I invite them. If they think this is going to help them on their journey, then they join my team, and that has been very fulfilling and exciting, that you can give back what you have received. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.